The Grand Rapids Public Schools has its own alternative programs to try to bring dropouts back into the education system. So why is it backing a new out-of-town charter school that's trying to teach the same kids? 24 Hour News 8's Henry Erb asking that question today as officials made their announcement. Henry.
Yeah, Brian, the answer that we've been getting today is that the Covenant Charter Academies with 3 high schools in Detroit have more flexibility to handle young people who are the most difficult of all to teach.
I think that will help the neighborhood.
Tracy Lucas lives across the street from Campaw Park Elementary School, soon to close and morph into the Covenant House Charter Academy. Lucas has volunteered and worked at the elementary and says there are young people just not suited to be in regular schools.
But maybe if it was more flexible, there would be a different outcome.
And flexibility is the word we heard often when we asked what's different about Covenant House. Grand Rapids Superintendent Teresa Weatherall-Neal says that's the main thing she found when she talked to Covenant House students in Detroit, a difference in flexibility.
They were able to move freely based on what their needs are, so I love the flexibility.
Covenant House says that it teaches students based on where they are, no matter what was the last grade they finished. It builds their education program around them, something Neal says traditional schools, even Grand Rapids' own alternatives, find hard to do.
If I thought that we could have done it better, I would have done it. I believe in my heart this is best for children.
And these children are older, 16 to 22, dropouts, age-outs, and homeless young people, of which there may be some 1,100 in the district, according to GRPS. They are the hard-to-reach and difficult-to-teach crowd that Covenant House has been working with since 2005. And there is more, says Sam Joseph, who runs Covenant House.
Ours is a spiritual mission. I will be very upfront about it. Very, very spiritual mission. These are God's children, they are my children, and they are not being educated. I need to find a way to educate them. That's the bottom line for me. And we believe when children are loved, they are going to stick with you.
Grand Rapids Superintendent Neal says she sees the new charter school as a satellite of the Grand Rapids Public Schools, which will work with Covenant House to find at-risk kids who might do better there.